arrangement with blueberries with those peonies also a few weeks ago. But we're going to do it again because I've got a few of these left too. And this is going to be a different kind of arrangement. It's going to be in a small square container, whereas the other one was long and flat. But anyway, this is the inspiration for these. I just love these colors together. I was going to make a wreath out of it, but then I don't have enough. I only have 2 of them left, and I've got a few more heads, like these little blossoms that we'll put in there too. But anyway, well, Merry Christmas, right? Hope everybody's doing well. I hope that you have better things to do than to watch me, but I'm glad you're here. On our Christmas Eve, we don't have too much going on right today. We did our big holiday on Thanksgiving, and then we'll do a smaller Christmas with some family tomorrow. But tonight is just me and the hubs. He's watching his cowboy shows, Western shows. I'm going to be down here. I don't like to watch those. But, all right, so let me get my phone going so I can see everybody's comments as they come in. And again, I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope that the internet gods are going to be with us today. I know, seems like it's been a little bit slowish today. Oh, there we are. Take me just a second to get everything set up here. Hey, Beth. Hello from Georgia. Merry Christmas. Hey, Jamie, Sandy, Connie, Kelly. There's Peggy. Thank you guys all for being here. Jackie. See, lots of people. I didn't know if anybody'd be on here, to be honest. So I thought probably most people have more of a life than we do. But here we are. And this won't be a real long video either. It shouldn't be anyway. So hopefully we'll get you back to your families, or we can just stay here and hang out, right? All right, I'm going to get YouTube going now. YouTube's always, for some reason, video always picks up a little bit behind Facebook, so I can't do it at the same time. There we go. All right. All the tech stuff's done. Okay, so anyway, if you're just signing on, hey, Julie, I have the inspiration for this design is going to be these frosted peonies. You may have seen me work with these before, but I'm packing up all my Christmas and winter things over this weekend, and I only have 2 of these left, so I want to put them to good use, okay? I keep dropping stuff on the floor. So how is everybody today? Hey, Cindy. Hey, Donna. How are you? Merry Christmas to everybody. Oh, thank you for sharing, Oriella. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get going. I'm going to drop you guys down a little bit. I always say it's kind of hard to get a good view on our arrangements because, you know, overhead shot doesn't really do it, and a straight on shot sometimes doesn't do it either, but we'll do what we can. And I know I had somebody asking the other day about my shirt, and this is a different one actually from the same company. It's Belle Lily, and unbeknownst to me until after the fact, I had put the wrong link in, okay? So if anybody is interested, I did put a link there. They've got some really cute things and really have good prices. But like I said, there's some people asking, and I messed it up. But I think the right link is in there now, okay? All right, so let's start out with our peonies. They're the largest item, and you know, usually I like to work with 3s. But again, we only have 2, and so I'm going to show you how we're going to deal with that. I'm going to cut off this little stem here. So is everybody all ready, or are you guys wrapping Christmas gifts? I said this year is going to be the first year ever that I'm not wrapping on Christmas Eve. But I think there are 2 things, because I just remembered we had My granddaughter, Harper, she had asked for this doll set. She's obsessed with dolls. And she asked for this twin set of dolls last year. Well, we all had our Christmas, and you know what a mess it is. I mean, everybody's wrapping. It was like helter-skelter through there, you know. And somehow that gift, Harper's gift, she got so many gifts she didn't notice, I guess, but her gift ended up over at my stepdaughter's house, Megan, and she gave it to me a few weeks later when we went over to her house. so anyway, I'm going to wrap that. I thought I'm just going to wrap it and give it to her again this year. Like I said, she got so many toys she didn't even notice. But all right, now my thinking is, like I said, I want to put these blueberries in here. And my thinking is I want to put one of them a little higher. Let me look and see how high I want to go. I want to put one of them a little higher and one of them a little lower. And maybe not exactly just diagonally, but to where the weight of it is a little bit diagonal, if that makes sense. Okay? So I'm thinking I'm going to put this right here. And actually, I probably cut the stem a little bit shorter than I should have. I should have measured before I cut that, but I didn't. Because I don't want it taller than the greenery. I mean, this is my line right here. These little blueberries might float up a little bit higher, but I might end up trimming those down too. But this is about how tall I want it, if you can see that. Okay. So I'm going to, well, let me see. I'm going to put that in there. I'm not going to glue it in just yet because I may end up taking a pick and making it just a little bit taller. All right, and this one I want to have it over this way. I'm trying to get it, it's a little bit smashed. You can see where it keeps on wanting to fold in on itself. All you got to do to fix that, just take your hands in there and just hold it open a little bit here. Hey, Janet, how are you? Taking a break from cooking. That's a good idea. Good idea. You've probably been going since this morning. Okay. All right. I think, see how much better that looks now? And like I said, I want it kind of laying. Let me see. I want it not directly. I don't want it to look too planned. I don't want it directly, like right diagonal on there. I want it coming off just a little bit, but much lower. Okay? All right, so I'm going to trim this stem down. And there is wire in these stems, but it's not great. I think the flower head is a little bit heavy for the wire, so I might have to come in here and help it a little bit. But let me see how it's going to lay if I sit it just like that. I think it's just about where I want it. All right, so I'm going to get me some glue. Just going to dip it over here in my pot. And then slide this down in that same hole that I just put in there. Okay. All right, let me look at this again here. I think that's going to work just fine. I'm going to go ahead and glue that in. And you don't have to push these down really far. Just about a ½ an inch to an inch. That's all it takes. I'm leaned over just a little bit more. Okay. All right, so that's what I've got so far. Like I said, I've got one of them. They're diagonal. You'll hear me talking a lot about diagonals when we're talking about arrangements, but it's not exact diagonal. This one's pointing off this way on purpose. Okay? All right, now I want to go ahead and put some of my greens in. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Deanna and Bonnie. How are you guys? Merry Christmas. I'm going to go ahead. This actually is part of a garland. I've just got a couple of pieces off, well, 3 pieces of it. One of them has these big, almost like pod-like things. And then it has some, the longer blueberries. It has the eucalyptus. It has this kind of like a fir or pine. I'm going to take this and cut it in half. There we go. I'm not quite ready for the blueberries yet, though. Let me see. I think that looks good for height-wise, and I don't want I want to make sure that my greens are higher than my flour, okay? I'm just going to put this right here in the center. And again, we don't have to put it in there real long. Kind of bend that around a little bit. Now the eucalyptus is not, there's a wire in there, but it won't stay. I don't know why. I mean, you bend it and it goes right back to where it was. All right, so I've got that one there. I'm going to get another one and put it the opposite way. And you probably heard me talking. I do use a lot of garlands for my wreaths and my arrangements. A lot of times you can get a little bit better bang for your buck doing it that way. Well, I just cut that other one with this. There. Okay, so we've got the same thing. I'm just going to face this one a little bit the opposite. Not quite right on top of it, but a little bit opposite. Does anybody else here use garlands for their pieces to make arrangements and such? And right now, I tell you, probably, I don't know if Hobby Lobby's open today, but I'm sure Hobby Lobby and Michael's and all those places, you can probably get them for a pretty good price. Hey, Joanne. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas. Janet, asking about eating chili. I am not, Janet. We haven't had that discussion yet. Janet's teasing me about, I was telling him we have had chili every night this week. Well, no, last night I didn't. I fixed myself something else. But he insists he's going to eat chili again tonight. I'm like, I'm not going to have leftover chili for Christmas Eve. So when I get done here, we'll go have that conversation. That's funny. All right. I'm thinking I want to put this one over here. I don't want to put it with the blueberries, though. Like I said, I'm not quite ready for the blueberries yet. So let's go ahead and we'll trim this off. I'm going to try and leave this little stem here because that's going to be just enough greenery. Or, I'm sorry, just enough stem for my greenery. And this it has two sides, or two sides. One of it looks obviously like it's the back side, and then it has the front side. And I'm facing all of these to be toward the middle here. All right, let's see. All right, just going to dip it in my glue again. And I've already prepared my base with this floral foam. I don't know if I probably didn't show it to you when I started. I forgot to. But I put moss over it. I'm making sure when I'm putting my pieces in there that I'm getting that moss out of the way so that when I put that glue against the moss, it's not going to drag it down into the foam. That makes for a hard, makes it really hard to get the stems in. Okay, so that's what we have so far. I'm loving it already, you guys. Okay, now like I said, I typically like to work in threes, but I don't have three of those. But I've got all these buds. So what I'm thinking, I'm thinking about clustering these all over to the side, and then we're going to have our triangle. Okay? Thinking we'll put those right over here. Maybe not all of them. Let me get them together here and we'll see. I've got, let me see how many I've got. I've got 4. So Maybe I'll put 3 in one. Just trying to arrange them the way where it almost mimics another flower head. I think that might be too much. I kind of like that. I like them a little bit higher. Hey, Cindy, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let me see. I've got my height, I think. That's going to be a little bit tall. I don't want to go higher than my greenery. So I'm going to trim some of that down at an angle. Okay, that's better. See how it's a little, I want it taller than this one, but not as tall as my greenery. If that makes sense. Again, I'm going to get my moss out of the way. Okay. And I feel like I want one more of those over there. And of course, I don't want them all the same height. I want them everything kind of staggered. You want everything to have its own little space. Okay. All right, maybe I can put 3 of them over here. I was thinking that might look too much, but I'm going to try it. Let me see. You guys do that? Do you try it all for size? That's what I always say. Hey, Yvonne. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas. Hey, Linda from Dayton. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I didn't know if anybody would be here. And I almost decided to go live tonight, but I thought I just don't do well at night. I get tired, and then I can't even tell you what my name is. I'm just looking this. I'm playing around with this to see if I want to go ahead and put this here. I'm just not sure. If anything, I think I might put it down here. Down there low. And then maybe put the other one over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to trim this down low. And I'm saving these leaves because, like I said, they're frosted. They look like they've got a little coating of frost or snow on them. It's really pretty. Yeah, let me see if I can get this to lay where I want it. And it's not. So I'm gonna, this is only wired to this point right here, this little stem right here. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put some floral wire on it, and that'll allow me to put it where I want. I gotta get some here. And this is just a heavy gauged floral wire. I think it's like maybe 18 or 16, I'm not sure. I'm just going to wrap this around the stem. Just poking it in here so I've got something for it to hang on to. There. Okay. What do I do with my cutters? Here they are. Okay. All right, so now I can bend that and put it where I want it. I can get it to where it's going to stay, though. Okay. I want it I want it just a little bit over the edge there, because we're coming out on this side, so I want to come out a little bit on the other side here. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far. Aren't those pretty? Hey, Rose. Thank you guys for being here. Okay. All right, now I've got that one head left. I'm thinking I'm going to put it over here somewhere, but maybe not. I don't know. Because I've got an idea for something else. I want to put these pods down on the bottom also. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right here. I'm just kind of playing around, trying things on. I think I want to save this. I mean, the logical place you might be thinking is right here, and obviously most times I would put that bulb right here, or that bud, but I'm thinking about putting those pods for the blueberry, unless I put them right here. Or do I want to put it up tall? I'm thinking maybe up tall. I think I'm going to do that. All right, so let me trim off just a little bit of this stem. I want to make sure that I don't put it on the same level as this. So I'm going to be kind of playing with, you know, trying to go just below where my greenery is there. Okay, just about like that. But I've got to trim off about a ½ inch of stem here. Dip it in my glue. All right, now I'm going to be watching to make sure I don't get it on this level. Well, now it's going to sag where it's going to. Maybe we'll come down a little bit with this one. I don't want it to look like that. I want it to come straight up where I put it. There. Maybe if I could put it right there. Okay, I like that. Okay, so that's what we have. All right, now, next thing I want to do is find a place for these pods. I wanted just to cluster them all together. You can't even see them, can you? These, I don't know, do blueberries have pods like that? I don't know what those are. You understand me, huh, Linda? Yeah, I tell you, I just, once the sun goes down, I'm just not worth 2 cents. But I'm an early riser. Always have been. Okay, I'm thinking about putting those guys right there. Right in that spot right there. Okay. Want them to lean out just a little bit. Yeah, I see these people doing lives at night, and I know there's more people watching them and stuff, more people free to watch them. I'll do it every now and then. I just cannot do it, though. Let's see, I've got this in there the wrong way. I've got the tall one in front and the... There we go. All right, just like that. Yeah, back whenever I was a brand new nurse, we used to have to work nights some, and I tell you what, if I wasn't busy, I was struggling. Oh my gosh, look what I found. I found another one of these. I thought I only had 4. Okay, well, But yeah, if I was not really busy, I was struggling. In fact, if I couldn't sit down, I had to stand up. I could not sit down. Okay, so let's see where we're going to put this. Actually, that helps us out because I'd like to put another one right about right here. I think that'd be pretty. Let me look at it here. Or does that look too forced? I don't know. Let me look. Had it all planned out, and then I said I found that. I might wait on that. I'm going to wait. I think we need to start putting some of our blueberries in, our taller blueberries, and then I can decide what we're going to do with that other. I think we definitely need to do something with it. It's too pretty not to. All right, and these guys, they're pretty tall. Like I said, I'll probably end up trimming some of them off because I don't want them quite that tall. I know for sure I want to put some about right in here. Dipping this in my glue. I'll put some right up through the middle. Okay. I don't know if you can hardly see the blueberries against my shirt there, can you? If I get out of the way. Okay. All right, and let's put the other ones just opposite side here. Now these I'm going to have to put a pick on. It just got a really short stem since I trimmed them off of that other piece. I'm just going to put them. Ooh, that might be too many. Tell you what, I think I'm just going to have one of these. I don't want it to look like a blueberry forest in there. Don't want it. I want it to accent the peonies, not detract from them. So maybe I'll just put one right over here, and I'll rearrange these a little bit more too. Okay. I think we need more than what we have right now, though. Okay. All right, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to trim some of these off. Okay. And these are all wired, so it makes it really handy. Let's see. I don't know. I might leave those for right now. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Hey, Maddie. There's Sheila and Mary. How are you guys? Merry Christmas. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to stop on the blueberries. Like I said, I haven't decided on these yet. I might trim those down, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I've got some other greenery that I wanted to use. I wanted to kind of fill in along the bottom with this, looks like a boxwood, kind of a frosted boxwood. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see the snow on there. So I'm just going to trim some of this off here. This is mostly to fill in around the bottom. I'm going to put a little bit up here in the center, though, because I don't want it just to be located down on the bottom. We'll put some right here in the center. Okay. All right, so I'm just making sure that's intermingled in there. And bring a little bit over on the other side. Kind of fluffing it out a little bit. I didn't do a very good job fluffing it when I put it in there. All right, I'm going to come over here on this side, right in the middle. Okay. All right, like right in there. Now we'll start working down toward the bottom more a little. Now that the center has some, make a little bit shorter. All of these different levels, they do go up and down, which is good. That's one of the things I look for whenever I'm looking at my greenery, is to make sure that I can, like, I'll be able to, trim this in half, and I'll have two pieces rather than just one. Just like that. So let's see where we need to put that. Put that right there. Okay. I'm just kind of surrounding that little blueberry pod there. All right, so let's put some on the other side over here. Let me see, I think I'm going to take this little piece. Actually, no, we need a larger one there. I put it right up against the bottom of the container. All right, now we need to bring some over in this side. My moss is kind of falling over the edge here. Actually, I'm going to use this last little piece here. I'm going to go ahead and frame that blueberry pod collection there with this. There we go. I just kind of framed it there. Okay. Hey, Sally. Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you, Sally. I appreciate it. All right, I've got another one of these. I need to... This one will definitely need to trim in half because it's... I just need to go right along the bottom down here. There's not all that much room left. One more piece over here. I'll turn this around so you can see here in a second. Okay. So I'm just filling in the holes. Okay. I am leaving a little bit of space because I do have more greenery, a different kind of greenery that I might use too. I see one more place where I need this, right on the corner. I want to be careful I don't get it too crowded though. Go right underneath this other blossom. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far. It's coming to life. I don't know, standing back, I might leave these tall blueberries. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good, really. What do you guys think about the tall blueberries, if you can see them? Jamie's wanting to know why I don't put steel floral picks on when I'm inserting the florals. I do only if I need to. The stems, if they're sturdy enough, they should easily insert into the foam, and you'll hear like a little crunch. that's what that is when that goes into that foam. But I did actually, one of them I did put a pick on. It might have been before you tuned in. All right, now I don't want to get it too crowded. And I still have that other bud that I need to make a decision on. If you missed it, I found this bud after that I didn't know I had after the fact. No, I almost like it right there. I'm just gonna put it down there without gluing it and see. If I do that, then I feel like I need one here, so I'm not going to do that. Is that the one I just put? Yeah. Maybe I'll bring it down here. I just hate to have this one left over. All right, I found a place for it. All right, let me see what it's going to do here. So like I said, there's not much wire on these little buds. Hang on, let me look at it from a... Sometimes you got to back up and look at it from a distance. I just don't want it to look too matchy-match. I think we're okay. I'm just going to put it down real low. And this one, I don't remember who was asking about the picks. This one, there's no wire in this, so I will have to put a pick on this. I'm just going to put it right there. Yeah, it's Jamie was asking that, but we will have to there because, like I said, there's no wire. Okay, I just stuck it right there. So that's what we have so far. Hey Susan, how are you? From Mississippi. There's Amy. Thank you guys for being here. Merry Christmas to all of you. All right, now, let me see. Did you guys answer me about the blueberries? What did you guys decide? Did anybody have an opinion? I kind of like the height with it. Maybe if I bend it just a little bit, I'll like it better. Give it a little bit of action. I don't like this one though. I think I will trim that one a little bit. Wonder if I can just trim off. There. Maybe like that. No, I don't like that. Okay. Hey, I gotta stand back here a second. This is what I do when I'm not live. This is what I have to do. I have to stand back and kind of get a visual of it. Clip one more down. I still do actually. I have still some some more of the blueberry, we could actually, I feel like I need some shorter ones, like in this area right here. I think I'm going to trim this one down just a little bit. I'm going to put it right over here just to balance out. We've got this one over here, and that would balance this one out a little bit more. Okay. There we go. And this one here, I'll trim this one down a little bit too. All right, now I feel like right in here, I feel like I need one right there. That's good. Oh, thank you, Vicki. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're getting there. Let's see. I think I'm just going to trim this little guy down and just put a little bit of blue. Well, actually, I think we need some in both corners. We need some right there and right here. And I think I've got just enough to do that. I can find where to trim this. And these just peel off, so I can just trim this off to however long I need it, or I want it, I should say. Okay, so I just put that right there. I don't know how well you can see those blueberries in the camera. All right, now I'm just going to put the other little piece of that right here. Okay. All right, and I just got to peel off enough to get a stem. Glad we found a hole for that one bud, though. That was bugging me. I hate to have just, you know, just lone things, leftovers. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. Okay, it's just kind of filling in that little corner right there. Okay. All right, now let me back up. I need to give it another look here. My peony over here is kind of fallen. I think I just pushed it down. Okay. I like it. All right, I see a few spots that need some greenery. I brought another bush, but I don't think I'm going to have room for that. I brought this pistol pine bush, but I don't think we have room for that. I also have these little sparkly guys. If they weren't so bushy, I think we'd put some down in there, but I don't think so. Got a little bit more of the eucalyptus. We could probably stick that in there somewhere. I don't think so. Let me look. Let me see what I've got here. Just going through. I've got a little hole over here I'm fixing. Okay. Now I feel like I do need a little bit of that eucalyptus over here. Or, you know what else we could use? We still have the greenery from those florals. We could put that in there too. That might be better. Trying to see how I can put these in here, what it's going to look like. All right, so I am going to put one of these in there, I think. Well, hang on, let me see. No, I don't like that. I think the eucalyptus is what I like the best. I just need to interrupt. I've got all this boxwood right here, kind of concentrated, and I want to break it up just a little bit. That's what I'm working on. I'm going to break up so it's not all concentrated right there together. So I am going to put a pick on this because the stem is so thin. Okay, it's not thick at all. Okay, and I'm probably going to have to use my needle nose pliers to get that down in there because my hand's not going to fit. I'm just dipping it in some glue. Slide that right down in there. Okay. So now we've broken up all that boxwood. Okay. I've got a little naked spot right there. I'm going to see what I'm going to put right there. Might be another short piece of eucalyptus, which I think will work. And again, I've got to put a pick on it because it's, you know, the stem is just too thin. And again, I've got to use my pliers to position it. Okay. All right. So I just put a little bit of that eucalyptus right below that little blueberry there. Okay. I don't know. I think we're about done, guys. About done. I need something underneath this peony, because otherwise it's just not going to stay up. It acts like it. It's not wanting to stay perky. Unless I rearrange those greens there, I guess. I'm going to slide a little piece of this boxwood right underneath of that, just not because it, you know, the foam showing or anything, just because I wanted that to hold that up. Just like we would the ribbon tails on a wreath. I'm sure you've probably seen me do that before. Okay, there we go. So I just slid that right up underneath of there. Now it looks like I got a hole, but there's not a hole. It's just dark on camera, I guess. Well, yes, there is a hole. Well, what was I talking about? I'm going to use the rest of this eucalyptus piece right here. It's this little guy right here. All right, so I just put that little piece of eucalyptus right there. Okay. All right, I think we're done, guys. I think we're done. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you so much. And like I said, I really appreciate you guys being here with me today. I'm going to raise you up now. Oh, hey, Nancy. I didn't see you sneak in here. Good. I love it. Love it, love it. And I'm sure there's holes in here. I'll have to come back and, you know, I always come back and revisit and see if I missed anything. But I like it a lot. Oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys too. Oh, Joanne, you're going to focus more on centerpieces in 2022. I didn't used to make a whole lot of them. I did at first, and then I kind of got away from it, but I enjoy them. I mean, they're, you know, something tidy. I mean, you can make them for gifts. And I've got them sitting all around my home, you know. They just add a really nice touch. And, you know, I do like fresh, too. Don't get me wrong. But it's something you can easily make to coordinate with your home that's going to last, and just change it out season to season. But yeah, I really like playing with them. So, okay, all right. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you so much. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. And again, I really appreciate you being here with me and all the support you've given me all throughout the year. I really, truly, it does not go unnoticed. I really appreciate it, okay? And, you know, be sure that you enjoy this time with the holidays and the long weekend, and try to spend some time with your family if you can. And stay safe. Safe traveling if you're traveling. And I won't be live probably, unless it's just a pop-in kind of thing. I probably won't be live probably until Sunday again. What is today? It's Friday. I guess that's just day after tomorrow. I doubt if I am tomorrow, though. Okay? All right. Hey, Megan. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you next time.